Revelation 1916. From the 14th of May 1941. Sin of unkindness. Addition to number 1914. To violate the commandment of neighborly love is also a sin, however, a sin which the being only commits in the stage of free will, as a human being, thus it must not be confused with the former sin of rebellion against God. For this is a lack of love which is not a conscious rebellion against God himself, because the human being neither recognizes God nor his actual position towards God and his fellow human being. He does indeed have a feeling for good and evil, and since he follows the impulse to evil more, he thickens the shell of his soul, thus adding a further injustice to the former injustice and thereby makes it more difficult for himself to become free from the great guilt of sin of his former rebellion. Thus man comes into the world already in a burdened state in order to become free from it, and can only increase his burden through sins committed in unkindness. He can thereby shape himself regressively, whereas the purpose of earthly life is to rid himself of the last dross of his former transgression against God after an infinitely long walk through creation. This great sin is the cause of his earthly life. Without this sin there is no justification for a being's existence on a world which offers suffering and worry, tribulation and hardship to the embodied being. All this is merely a means to an end. But as soon as this great sin is not recognized or denied, all work of creation, including the human being, would be unfounded, and creation would then betray neither wisdom nor love. The sin of unkindness, however, would be too small to result in eternal punishment, but a life in a God-pleasing way would never be able to earn eternal reward, since neither would be in proportion to the human being's merit or sin on earth. The past apostasy from God, however, is such a significant spiritual event that the human being cannot grasp it, but only by believing in it can he solve the task on earth, to restore the right relationship with God as it was from the beginning. Amen.